And we are going straight to Mithali Raj, the former Indian cricket captain and also someone who is the highest scorer in women's cricket. She's joining me live. Mithali, hello, how are you doing? And what are your thoughts on this day?
I think as a woman, it's a memorable day for me. It's a huge, huge step, a historic move. Let me rephrase that by saying historic, progressive move and towards gender equality, I would say.
Would you say der aaye durust aaye? Because, you know, this is a piece of legislation which has been, hanging in there, stalled for decades in Parliament.
Well, there have been debates in the past about women's reservation. I think it's come at the right time because we in fact have to congratulate our government, our Honorable Prime Minister. This is a reflection that the government feels it's the right time for women for equal participation in governance and towards the development process of our country.
And Mithali, we have been talking about the right time in the sense that, you have seen the transition from the cricket that was there during, before 2022 when you played to now when there is IPL for women as well. So would you say that this is the right time for a legislation of this nature? India is better prepared for giving that kind of empowerment to women and giving them that kind of responsibilities, which is about political representation.
Absolutely, because I feel like for young girls, when we talk about sports, we have so many women athletes being like a role model for young girls. When they do well in their disciplines, they become role model. They become the beacon of hope for a lot of young girls to aspire to get into sports. Similarly, we've seen great women leaders in business, and we've definitely seen a lot of great leaders when it comes to politics. But through this women's reservation bill, we probably might see a lot more women getting into important positions, and that in fact will inspire a lot of girls to get into politics too.
Yes, and girls, for girls to getting into politics, there are certain areas or spaces which were seen as no-go zones for women. Cricket, for example, was seen several decades ago, perhaps at a time when you started being part of the Indian cricket team, the women's cricket team. Do you think that taboo that is associated with certain professions or the Lakshman Rekha that women are not supposed to cross, that mindset will also change, which is needed to change for women to really, cross those boundaries and enter domains? Why should they be limiting themselves?
Yes, definitely. I think it's all about mindset. It's all about support system. And now with the government supporting this bill, it's a reflection that they also are keen to have women participation in the governance, in politics. So when you have the sort of support from the government, I think, yes, it's probably the right time to have this bill, to have women get into politics.
All right, Mithali Raj, a pleasure speaking to you. But before I let you go, a quick question. Will we be seeing Mithali Raj in a new avatar, perhaps?
Well, I've already got into the mentor role and advisor role for Gujarat Giants. That itself is a new avatar other than being a player. But you never know what's in store for everybody in the future.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Mithali.